Hollywood's most private couples and why they last. Hollywood loves loud love stories, big announcements, bigger scandals, and even bigger breakups. But what if the couples who say the least last the longest? Before we begin, if you enjoy real celebrity stories without fake PR drama, hit subscribe right now. On Celeb Lux Life, we break down Hollywood relationships the quiet way, and that's where the truth usually lives. Now let's start with the couple everyone is talking about, for doing almost nothing at all. 1. Keanu Reeves and Alexandra Grant. Keanu Reeves has spent decades mastering a rare Hollywood skill: disappearing. No messy headlines, no oversharing, no relationship press tours, which is exactly why one quiet public moment sent the internet into overdrive. When Keanu and Alexandra were spotted sharing a rare, natural kiss during an ordinary night out, fans didn't react with gossip. They reacted with relief, because this wasn't a stunt. It didn't feel staged. It felt real. And that's the key. Keanu and Alexandra didn't build their relationship in front of cameras. They built it off-screen first, through creative collaboration, mutual respect, and a shared refusal to perform romance for the public. No red carpet theatrics, no power couple branding, no constant explanations. Just presence. And here's the first cliffhanger most people miss. Privacy didn't make their relationship invisible. It made it stronger. Hollywood teaches couples to sell love. Keanu and Alexandra quietly refused, and that choice puts them in a very rare category, one shared by only a handful of modern celebrity couples. Which brings us to the next pair. Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes. Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes are one of the most searched Hollywood couples and also one of the least visible. Together since 2011, they made a decision early on that shocked fans at the height of their fame. They stopped selling their relationship. No joint red carpets, no couple interviews, no look at us moments. Instead, they chose something Hollywood rarely encourages: a private family life. Eva stepped back from acting at her peak. Ryan focused on fewer, more intentional projects. They raised their children far from the celebrity circus. And here's the twist. The less they shared, the more people respected them. Search interest never dropped. Curiosity never faded. If anything, their silence made them more compelling. Here's the second cliffhanger. The couples who don't try to convince you they're happy usually are. Hollywood often confuses exposure with connection. Ryan and Eva rejected that idea entirely. They proved that mystery isn't a weakness, it's leverage. And this pattern doesn't stop here. 3. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. If Hollywood had a rule book, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn tore it up in 1983 and never looked back. They'd been together for over 40 decades. No wedding, no divorce, no chaos. Just consistency. While Hollywood pushes marriage as the ultimate proof of commitment, Kurt and Goldie quietly chose something else. Choice. They didn't stay together because of contracts or expectations. They stayed together because they wanted to, every single day. And this is why they resonate so deeply with older audiences. Their love story doesn't feel like a fairy tale. It feels like a partnership. They argue, they laugh, they live separate professional lives, and yet they return to each other. Here's the third cliffhanger. Longevity doesn't come from rules, it comes from freedom. By now, a pattern is forming. These couples aren't surviving Hollywood by accident. They're surviving because they refuse to play Hollywood's loudest games. And the next couple might be the most surprising example of all. 4. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson. In an industry where scandals are currency, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson are almost suspiciously normal. Married since 1988, no public feuds, no headline drama, no image rebrands. And that's exactly why they last. They don't perform perfection. They don't sell conflict. They don't invite speculation. Instead, they show up for each other quietly and consistently. When challenges came, they handled them together, not online. And here's the truth Hollywood rarely admits. Stability isn't boring. It's powerful. At this point, you might be thinking, is privacy the secret ingredient? Or is it something deeper? Because the final couple proves this isn't about fame level.
It's about values. And that's where the next part changes everything. If you're enjoying this calm, honest breakdown of Hollywood couples who choose privacy over performance, make sure you're subscribed to Celeb Lux Life. This channel is for viewers who prefer truth over tabloid noise. Now let's talk about the quietest couple of them all, and the final piece of the puzzle. 5. Paul Rudd and Julie Yeager. Paul Rudd is everywhere. Movies, interviews, award shows, memes. But his marriage, almost nowhere. Married since 2003, Paul Rudd and Julie Yeager have built a relationship so private that many fans don't even realize how long they've been together. And that's exactly the point. Julie isn't chasing fame. Paul isn't selling the relationship. There are no couple headlines to maintain. They met before Paul became a global household name, and they stayed grounded after the fame arrived. No rebranding, no oversharing, no spectacle. And here's the insight that completes the pattern. Privacy keeps relationships human. When you look at all 5 couples together, Keanu and Alexandra, Ryan and Eva, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, Paul Rudd and Julie Yeager, a clear truth emerges. These relationships don't survive because they're perfect, they survive because they are protected. The real pattern Hollywood doesn't talk about. Hollywood rewards exposure. Algorithms reward noise. Gossip rewards chaos. But relationships don't. Every couple in this video made a conscious decision to keep intimacy offline, separate love from branding, and refuse constant public validation. They didn't ask the internet to approve their happiness, and because of that, their happiness lasted. Here's the final cliffhanger, and it matters. The couples who last the longest aren't hiding, they're prioritizing. Fans often ask why these couples feel different. It's because they're not performing love, they're living it. No pressure to impress, no obligation to update, no expectation to explain. And in an industry built on consumption, that's quietly revolutionary. What this means for celebrity culture. We're entering a new era where audiences are tired of noise. People don't want louder love stories. They want truer ones. That's why these couples resonate across generations. That's why search interest never fades. That's why their moments feel rare and meaningful. And that's why this video exists. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Hollywood's most private couples and want more calm, thoughtful celebrity storytelling, subscribe to Celeb Lux Life now and turn on notifications. We cover Hollywood couples, celebrity insights, iconic love stories, truth behind fame, and stories that age well. Now tell me in the comments, which couple surprised you the most? And do you think privacy is the real secret to lasting love? Because sometimes the quietest relationships say the most.